We are going to discuss Rousseau. He gave one concept called general will. And we are going to um, see what is the meaning of this concept. What implications does this concept have? In this context, I would like to discuss one very, very important aspect of political thought, that is the relationship between society and state. Society and state. State is a part of the society. Society impacts the state, and state impacts society. And state can impact in terms of simply educating, or also through punishing, as law. It can also impact through punishing, as in law. So these are two aspects. One issue is what kind of relationship is desirable. So we need to see what is the nature of the state, what is the nature of the society, and what is a desirable state, what is desirable society. That is what it is and what it should be, and what it is and what it should be. Okay. Rousseau's general will proposes a particular kind of relationship between the state and the society, and the nature of the society itself. But before going into those details, I want to convey the spirit of general will in the context of family. So I am not considering the entire society, but instead I am considering only family. Let us see what is the ideal family that Rousseau is imagining, if we go by the ideal society he has in his imagination. Okay. So what is this family? How is it supposed to work? I would say it is like this. Let us think that you have father, mother, and 3 brothers and 2 sisters. and yourself here, and yourself. So this is your family. Okay. What ideally to Rousseau, what is an ideal family to Rousseau is that all three to, of course, they have children. Brother has certain children. This brother has children. Sister may have children. Okay. So how in Rousseau's view is your relationship with this family? Rousseau's thinking is like this. Number one, all the family members. How many members are there? 8 members. All should think about family. All about family. All about family. And not oneself. That is the first point. All should think about the well-being of the total. It means not selfishly. Okay. So this not selfish thinking contributes to better family. That is one point he is making. Okay. And next he would say that next is about how decisions have to be made. Decisions have to be made. Okay. Decisions have to be made by everybody in the interest of the family. By everyone. And in the interest of the family. Okay. This is how decisions have to be made. This contributes to good family. Okay. It means it is about family first. Family first policy. Okay. Now, let us take one critical decision. That is, say, you fell in love. You fell in love. Okay. You want to marry that person. Okay. What does Rousseau expect in this case? He imagines that all your father, mother, brothers and sisters leaving the children aside, should think about the total family and decide whether you should marry the one whom you loved. Okay. Remember, they are all thinking about family first. And you should also, you fell in love, but you gave your opinion, you gave your preference, the family discussed, and then it said no. And now Rousseau says that the family rejected your proposal, then you should think family is right. You are wrong. You should follow the family. And be thankful to the family. Be thankful for love being rejected. Be thankful. Because you should be thankful because you didn't really understand family interest. Why thankful? You didn't understand family interest. But family spoke. It must be right. And so you follow. Okay. And next Rousseau says that you should be convinced that you are, not only that you should be convinced that they are right, but you should know that when you are not marrying your lover, you are being free. Why being free? Because freedom is about following what is good for all. This is freedom and not your impulsive desires. It would be slavish to follow your desire, but which doesn't take care of everybody. You should understand your freedom lies in following what the family member said. And suppose you don't realize this, you don't realize that this is in your own interest, then the family should force you. Family should force you. And in forcing you, they're in fact making you free. Because after all, freedom is to confirm your desire with the desire of the family. Okay. So you should understand your freedom lies in going by interests of the family as defined by the family members, as expressed by the family members. So it is this freedom you should celebrate, not you that petty, impulsive desire of marrying that particular person, your lover. Okay. But how do we ensure that those members think about the family? These members think about the family. How do you ensure that these members think about the family? Okay. So for that, family spirit has to be conveyed. You have to have a family culture where members think of the family and not themselves. And how do you ensure that you don't rebel? Maybe family should watch your friends, possible lovers, and cut off these connections. So you should be isolated from possible evil influences. So family members should be inculcated, sense of family spirit should be inculcated among family members and also yourself. And some kind of control is necessary by which this family ideology influences all, so that family behaves like one individual. So when it becomes one, then what happens is that each person has that ego, but ego's interests are combined with family's interests. Ego's interests and family interests are same, are equal. So in which that man is only thinking what he's supposed to think as a family member. An individual is thinking the way he is supposed to think as a family member. In that sense, there is no conflict between the individual and the family. No conflict between individual and family. No conflict. No conflict between selfishness and spirit of the family. Spirit of family. So your will matches with family will. Your desire matches with family desire. It means you are actually, because your desire and family desire is the same, you actually not losing your freedom. So in this way, though you are a family member, you are not losing your freedom to the family. After all, what family needs and what you need are one and the same. So you should be thankful to have been born in such a family where you are not losing your freedom, where your freedom of not having to marry your lover is preserved. So tell me, how good is that theory? Does that create a good family or a very, very bad family? Do you want to be a part of such a family? Such a family where not marrying your lover is regarded as your own freedom. Okay. So is that a healthy family? Can it respond to a crisis? Can it adapt itself to social change? Or is a so what kind of a family is this? So Rousseau thought of creating a society that the society like the family that we discussed. Okay. So if this procedure doesn't create a good family, in fact, it creates a very stifling family where the individuals feel crippled and family won't be in a position to change, respond to a crisis, then a society created on these principles also will be like that. It would create a totalitarian state. Think about it.